Hi, I'm Alex Doubet. I'm the founder and CEO of Door. You hear a lot about the American dream, about owning a home, about the home as an investment, particularly these days with homes getting more expensive everywhere. I wanted to take a few minutes today to talk through what that really looks like. As an example, San Mateo over in California had one of the most amazing price run-ups we've ever seen between 1995 and 2005. Homes increased at an annualized rate of 23%. So your home was getting 23% more expensive every single year. That's one of the best investments we've ever seen. But the thing, when you dig a little bit deeper, is that 23% starts to break down. So your home gets a lot more expensive over 10 years. But what people tend to forget about is the fact that you paid mortgage interest, you paid taxes, you paid insurance, you paid maintenance, you paid all these various costs associated with home ownership. So when you back all those costs out of that 23% appreciation on your home, it actually looks like more 10 or 11% when all is said and done. And then the real fun starts, because then you have to actually sell the home, and that's really expensive, particularly when you're paying 6% to a real estate agent. So that 23% price appreciation comes down to 10%, comes down to far lower than 10% after you pay what usually is a quarter of the equity that you've built up in your home to a real estate agent. That's right. The average American who has a mortgage ends up paying about 25% of their home equity to a real estate agent when they go to sell it. We just don't think that's right. So if you live somewhere in Texas, you've seen your home get a lot more expensive over the last 5 or 10 years. Price increases in the major metros have been around 5 or 7% every year. So remember, in San Mateo, homes were increasing at 23% a year. Here in Texas, we've seen more like 7% a year. So here in Texas, even though your home has gotten a lot more expensive over the last few years, when you back out the insurance costs and the maintenance costs and the taxes that you had to pay, it's very likely that you haven't seen that great an appreciation on your home. Now, when you go to sell that again, that's when the real pain starts, because you have to pay 6% to a real estate agent traditionally, and that's what we're trying to fix here at Door. If you sell a home with Door, we just charge a flat $5,000 regardless of the price of the home. So that means if you're selling a $500,000 home, you're not paying $30,000 to a real estate agent anymore, 6%. You're just paying Door a flat $5,000. It's a huge savings, and more importantly, it saves a lot of your home equity dollars. So again, when you hear people talk about the American dream and owning a home, keep in mind the realities of the situation. It is very expensive to sell your home. There are a lot of costs associated with owning a home, but at the end of the day, there's one core fact that you should remember, and that is that those who own homes tend to have net worths that are 20 or 30 times higher than those who rent. So even though it tends to be a lot less expensive on the monthly basis to rent a place, you maybe spend $1,000, $1,500 a month on an apartment, when you own a home, after selling your home down the road, you tend to have a much greater net worth than your friend who is renting an apartment. And remember, with Door, you can radically reduce your transaction costs and work with one of our fantastic real estate agents, so you don't have to pay a quarter of your home equity that you've taken the risk and the time to earn to a real estate agent, because we just don't think that's fair. So we'd love to work with you. Visit us at www.doorhomes.com, get in touch, and one of our fantastic agents will come out to meet you.